there's been a confirmed update for Roman Reigns that doesn't sound so good, so we'll see what that's about. We'll also see what's going on with AJ Lee, Bayley, and more. Starting things with Roman Reigns and the most recent official update for him. As everyone anticipated, the purpose of the beatdown at Clash in Paris was to write Roman Reigns fully off television and explain his long extended absence. The Raw commentary team noted that Roman was still admitted in the hospital, with multiple broken ribs and other connected injuries that occurred due to the attack from the Vision. They announced that Roman will be out of action indefinitely with no timetable for a return to the ring. So that's the explanation right there for his absence. Although they're not confirming a time frame, it's still looking like the time for his return is what we discussed earlier in the week. Just somewhere right between that October and November window for Survivor Series. Although nothing is confirmed for Roman at the moment, it sure does seem like there's a strong chance we'll see him again before the end of the year. With this entire week being jam-packed of AJ Lee return teasers, it has the community on fire with so much exciting conversations about all the different possibilities. If AJ's big return to the ring does happen, then of course you get the big mixed tag match against Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. But what else could AJ get into beyond that? Well, the fans aren't the only ones excited for AJ's apparent return. Some other pro wrestlers appear to be just as excited for the whole story. One of the wrestlers to jump in on the conversation was Paige. Right during the intense segment between CM Punk and Becky Lynch, Paige took to her social media platforms to post a message, and that message included one single emoji, and it was the set of eyes, a really cryptic post, and as usual with cryptic posts, it could be understood in many different ways. Some fans wondered if Paige was volunteering herself as a potential mixed tag partner for CM Punk to help him go up against Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. Paige has a lot of history with Becky Lynch. They were called up to the main roster together and were even put inside the same faction back then. So does Paige want to join forces with CM Punk, make her big return herself, and go after Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins? Paige's message can also be understood as her simply being a fan that's excited for the story and excited about the possibility of AJ Lee returning to the ring. Paige is extremely close friends with AJ, so if AJ is returning to the ring, Paige is going to be very supportive and very thrilled to see that take place. So maybe that's what her post was about. Some fans are even discussing the possibility of AJ Lee and Paige coming back together to deal with the Becky Lynch situation. Maybe Punk and AJ really want to surprise Becky and Seth, so they bring Paige along as an extra added surprise. That'll really shift everything back in CM Punk's favor and eliminate the Becky Lynch issue that he currently has. But it's definitely a very exciting time for the women's division. There's been a lot of talented locker rooms for the women's division in recent memory, but if all these big returns do come into play, you can absolutely argue that the women's division is entering a whole new peak. There'll be the perfect amount of top stars, rising stars, veterans, and now you'll have a couple of legends coming back into play as well in the division. That division would just be so deep on every single level. Who would have thought that AJ Lee, Paige, and Nikki Bella would all be on the same active roster again in current day? That would be pretty insane if those three women are suddenly all active superstars again. That would open the door to some reignited feuds between AJ and Nikki Bella, or AJ and Paige. Definitely some big throwback rivalries there for the fans that witnessed all their classic feuds from over 10 years ago. So it's most certainly a very interesting time in the women's division, and hopefully some of those things do become reality. The Bayley interview series officially came to an end this week on Raw, but her story progressed through a backstage segment on Raw. Lyra comes up to Adam Pearce, and he gives her an update on Bayley. He said that he did speak to Bayley and that she sounded good and will be back soon. But Adam Pearce also noted that Bayley said some weird things as well. Adam Pearce didn't go into much detail about those weird things that Bayley said, but that line there by Pearce certainly seems like context clues that Bayley is not really okay and could have some more issues going on. The interview series highlighted the mental struggle that Bayley was going through with the different sides of herself, all trying to pull her in different directions. And now Adam Pearce even noted that Bayley said some weird things to him on the phone as well. All things considered, it looks like whatever version of Bayley we're about to see in the near future will not be mentally stable at all. She's gone through a lot recently. We saw what she went through during the interview, and now who knows what else Bayley has gone through in the weeks that she's been away from Raw. Adam Pearce has no idea when Bayley will be back, but what the segment also set up was Lyra's return to the ring. She's been out of the ring pretty much since SummerSlam and since Bayley's mental breakdown first started taking place. So Lyra is stepping back into the ring soon, and honestly that may also be Bayley's return spot. This unhinged version of Bayley should absolutely come straight for Lyra and likely blame her for everything that has happened. So it's possible that Bayley could re-emerge during one of these upcoming return matches for Lyra. We know this version of Bayley will be unhinged, maybe a bit on the crazy side, but we still don't know much about this new persona. The only thing that has been teased has been a potential mixed personality direction for her character, but it's still a mystery how it will exactly work. Will Bayley be more of a heel? Is she still a babyface? Does she find herself somewhere in the middle following this mental breakdown? There's a lot of burning questions there with Bayley, but it looks like this new persona does have the potential to be Bayley's most complex persona, so it's exciting to see what that would look like. It could be a whole new version of Bayley that we've never seen before. Drake made headlines earlier this year when he attended his first WWE event, which was Elimination Chamber. Drake made a post on his Instagram back then, giving his review of the event, and said that he was sold with what he saw, and not only was he a fan of the product, but he appeared to be a big fan of Rhea Ripley as well. He posted a few things involving Rhea Ripley over the last few months, and even followed her on Instagram. But in a brand new interview, Drake made another reveal about his apparent Rhea Ripley fandom. Drake revealed that his entire Instagram Explore page is full of nothing but Rhea Ripley. He also mentioned that Rhea Ripley is his muse, but how he's probably the opposite of everything she likes. So that's something that no one previously knew about, but according to Drake, Rhea Ripley is the only person he sees all over his recommended posts on Instagram. If Drake comes to more shows, it looks like you can expect him to be cheering on Rhea Ripley for sure. As far as things go with Rhea Ripley inside the ring, she's still a very big focal point of Raw. She also recently expressed some interest in getting back into the title picture for the Women's World title. She didn't want a title match given to her. Rhea Ripley said that she wanted to earn and work her way up to it. With a premium live event being hosted by Australia in October, it looks like Rhea could probably have a big month in September that will get her that world title match that she's after. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.